Now I will share a template, and it's for freshers. A lot of times freshers complain that, hey, when I go in an interview, I don't have much information, what I can tell about myself, and how can I show that I'm a good match for this position. I don't have industry experience, and so on and so on. Now I have one template for you. Focus on that. So start with your highest degree. Then focus on your or tell about your university or college projects. You can tell that I did this project, I learned this from this project. Tell something which is used in real life, because you are being interviewed for a position and that's a real life position, right? So you have to tell what you know about real life projects. For example, here I'm writing for software engineering position. Since I'm a software engineer, if I'm a fresher, I can tell that, hey, I used Git, I used design patterns, I used CI/CD pipeline, I used Docker. If you're being interviewed for a marketing position, you can talk about some marketing things. For example, Facebook marketing, LinkedIn marketing, you know, uh, some other social media marketing, how marketing works. Maybe you did some campaign on marketing, you can mention those stuffs. So based on the position you are being interviewed for, you should mention some things which are used in real life. Then you talk about the project in short. Then you talk about what was your role in the project. Then you tell what you did in the project. If you did some cool advanced things in the project, you should talk about that. What technical things you learned from this project? Maybe you learned how to use PowerPoint, maybe you learned how to use Microsoft Word, maybe you learned how to use Camtasia or some other tools. So what technical things you learned from here? Then you talk about the soft skills you acquired. For example, you acquired some soft skill of team communication, right? Or team working, communication, then maybe management, for example. Then you talk about the technologies you used. If I'm a software engineer, I'll tell the technologies, for example, Java, Jenkins, whatsoever. And you repeat this thing for the next project as well. You should mention which things are asked in the job description. And in one of my previous videos, I've shown that from the job description, how can you figure out the skills in 3 different dimensions. For example, technical skills, soft skills, and domain knowledge. So find out those from the job description and mention here. And try to speak at least 5 minutes because here they will also see your communication skill. Because when you join the company, you will do a lot of communication with your colleagues. And they will also see how can you speak, because you have to speak out a lot with your colleagues, right? So talk about at least 5 minutes so they will see that, hey, you can communicate, you can express yourself.